What's up, everybody? You are very welcome along to this Crystal Palace preview here on Anfield Agenda. I'm going to take you through my predicted 11 for the game and my score prediction, as well as a few other little bits of Liverpool news. Before I get stuck into it though, this preview has been brought to you with thanks to our friends at Spitch. If you don't know what Spitch is, it is a new football fantasy manager game that allows you to be in with a chance to win your share of a prize pool as great as £70,000 each week. Spitch offers games from multiple football leagues, including the Bundesliga, the Premier League, and of course the Champions League. You can create a brand new lineup every single week, so you can play in any weeks that you want, meaning unlike the regular FPL games that most of us play, you don't have to be a diehard. You can pick it up, come back to it each week, and still be in with a good show of having a shot at that 70 grand prize pool. There are paid pitches and there are some free pitches, completely up to you which way you want to play the game. Once a match day kicks off, you will have points received based on things like shots, assists, saves, all the usual stuff that you're accustomed to. There's loads of stats available inside the app as well on individual players. There's also previews and lots of other fun stuff to keep you informed and entertained. The only caveat here, ladies and gents, is that you must be 18 years or over and a resident of the UK to play, and there is a link in the description below. Right, thank you to Spitch, as I said, and now let's get stuck into the predicted 11. Right, in goal, no surprises. It will be Alisson for the game against Crystal Palace. Kelleher did magnificently well at the Emirates in the League Cup, and part of the news that I spoke about at the very start of the video was that Jurgen Klopp has confirmed that Kelleher will start in the League Cup final against Chelsea, and I'd say we'll probably see Thomas Tuchel going with Kepa as well. I think it's right for both managers. We want us to be as strong as possible, but again, these lads have been part of the success getting to the final, so I think it's right that Kelleher gets the nod. That being said, Ali is our number one, and you're fully expecting him to start against Palace. Right hand side, Trent, great to see him back to his best. Have Trent on the right. Robbo for me again on the left. I know he's played a lot of football recently, and Costas is a more than able deputy, but I still think we stick with Robbo. Why not? We have a bit of a break now. Well, I say that we as fans have a break, an international break, which is the bane of my life, if I'm being honest with you. I'm not a fan of international football that much, so it's going to be a long couple of weeks for me. So Robbo at left back. We heard from Jurgen Klopp that Joe Matip had a little bit of a knock. So Klopp, and I'm a bit baffled by this, his comments around Joe Matip said that it wasn't a tactical substitution at halftime at the Emirates, that it was because he picked up a knock. No issues with that. The next line where he came out and said, and how great was Joe, by the way? I have to say, I don't agree with Klopp on that one. All season long, absolutely. I think Joe Matip has been probably our best defender, certainly one of our most consistent players. But he did look shaky in the first half at the Emirates. I don't know if he was carrying a knock into the game or if it's something he picked up, or maybe if he had a bit of a cold or a flu or something like that. But yeah, he did look to his usual composed standard. So I would disagree with Klopp on that one. And with that in mind, and the fact that he may have a knock, I think we'll probably see Ibrahim Konate starting alongside Virgil van Dijk. In midfield, the stresses and the worries continue because we know that Fabinho received, I say a knock, that doesn't really do it justice. It was a snidey challenge from Thomas Partey that caused him a little bit of concern. Now, he was able to carry on, and I hope he's available for the Palace game, so I'm going to put him in there. If he's not, maybe we'll see Tyler Morton in there. What I think I and most of you guys probably don't want to see if Fabinho wasn't available is a Jordan Henderson, James Milner partnership in midfield, because together they just don't work for Jurgen Klopp's team at the minute. They don't. One or the other for me in games. I don't like to see the two of them on the pitch together. So I'm hoping Fabinho's available. Him in the six. Jordan Henderson on the right hand side. On the left hand side, I would stick with Curtis Jones, who I thought was sublime at the Emirates. I mean, that was one of Curtis Jones' best performances for me. You know, he really dictated the tempo of our attacks. And every time I thought he was in a tight space on that left-hand side, he managed to find a way free and to keep the attack going. So yeah, with that in mind, up in attack, Bobby Firmino through the centre, Diogo Jota on the left. And the big decision then will be who plays on the right-hand side. We know that Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain is back training. And if he's fit enough, Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain could well start on the right-hand side. But for me, I'm going to continue to roll the dice, and I'm going to say, why not give Cade Gordon another run out? 60 minutes against Arsenal, I thought he was very good. He knows, and we know, he should have had a goal, but that won't dent his confidence. You know, that happens to attacking players. They'll miss some opportunities. They'll be their own biggest critics about it. But I've seen enough in Cade Gordon to think, why not? If Chamberlain isn't available, go with Cade Gordon. Bobby through the centre, and Diogo's on the left. Speaking about Klopp again, I was really happy to hear his comments about Diogo Jota, saying that he knew they were getting a really good player and now he is a world-class forward. And I think Klopp's absolutely spot on. We knew when we were getting Jota he was a good player, but he has certainly exceeded my expectations so far. Can't speak for everybody, but I think we're struggling to find any Liverpool fan that doesn't think it was a brilliant piece of business. Other transfer news around the game, or around the window I should say. We know the stuff around Fabio Carvalho. As I'm recording this, it's Friday night. Liverpool apparently in talks over a potential £5 million deal. Will that be Carvalho maybe making his way to Anfield in this window? Or if Liverpool were to buy him, will they loan him back to Fulham for the rest of the season? I think that would be the sensible thing to do, and then get him in for pre-season and make sure he's up to speed and ready to go. Important to remember as well that next season it's going to be a bit of a stop-start season with the World Cup in Qatar. So, yeah, look, I know he's not the signing if he comes our way that we've all dreamt about, but don't underestimate the quality of this kid. He is a top-notch footballer. In previous streams, I have said that he was represented by George Mendes. Apparently, that isn't the case just yet. Mendes is indeed sniffing around, trying to get him to sign papers, but as of right now, I believe that he's represented by his family, so I hope we sign him. I do. I know it's not a Jared Bowen or Rafinha or some of the attacking players we spoke about, but I also want Liverpool to be going out there and getting their best 17, 18, 19, 20-year-olds. And he certainly falls into that bracket. Fulham have been free scoring in the Championship. I think 18, 19 goals in their last 3 games. And the big question here would be, if Liverpool tried to make it so as they signed him and he came to Anfield in this window, Fulham might have a question on their hands about, is it worth getting £5 million now when they could keep him and get promoted? So I guess their big balancing act will be, can we keep him, or if we did lose him, would it impact our promotion chances? And look, that's not my decision to make. From a Crystal Palace side for this game, bit of a weird one actually on Palace. I think obviously they're improved for me. I mean, I don't like Roy Hodgson's style of football, but he was effective at Crystal Palace. But Patrick Vieira has come in and done really well there. Obviously, having Conor Gallagher at their disposal has been a blessing from a very talented youngster. He's a Chelsea player on loan there, as you know. Ayew always works really hard for Palace. Benteke, I'm going to be kind here and say Benteke also works really hard for Crystal Palace. But ultimately, I think we should win the game. I do. I think we're better side than Crystal Palace. It's never easy to go to Selhurst Park. It's for such a relatively compact stadium, the fans certainly make it bounce and make plenty of noise. So 2 o'clock kickoff. We will be doing a watch along of it from about 1:20 on YouTube this week. Just people are often asking lately, are you going to be doing them on YouTube? Are you going to be doing them on Twitch? A good rule of thumb for us would be that the league games will be on YouTube and any of the cup games most likely going to be on Twitch. There is a link to the Anfield Agenda Twitch in the description of the video if you haven't yet given us a follow over there. Maybe you don't think Twitch is your cup of tea. Give it a chance. That's all I'm saying. Give it a chance and see how we get on. I'm going to go 3-1. I think we're in for a few goals against Crystal Palace. I don't know if this is a subconscious thing or if I do it knowingly, but I do seem to always give the home team a goal when we're playing away. Obviously, I'd rather a 2-0 than a 3-1. My FIFA streams, for anyone who's interested, on Twitch will be starting on Sunday evening. So Connor was up at my house on Thursday. We went through all the little bits and pieces to make sure that the tech was running okay. I say tech like it's really complicated. I'm an idiot when it comes to stuff like this. So Connor was basically showing this idiot how to do it. So we'll be going from Sunday on that with a Liverpool career mode. We're in a League Cup final. I cannot wait. February the 27th, if my memory is correct, against Thomas Tuchel's men at Wembley or Anfield South, whichever you choose. I will chat to you guys on Sunday. Don't forget, Spitch link in the description below. You can download it if you are 18 or over in the UK and be in with a chance of winning up to 70 grand from the prize pool each week. Thank you guys very much for watching. Talk to you soon. Take care.